Hello Evergreen Traders, this is JC De Guzman. Today is Friday and I'm going to prepare you for the next trading day on Monday, October 21st. So this video is for short-term trading purposes only. The first stock that I'm going to discuss is Metro Bank. It closed today at 70.9. It managed to break above the previous resistance at 70.60, which is now acting as the immediate support, whereas the immediate resistance is already pegged at 78.2. Let me just emphasize that foreign investors have been on a net foreign selling status since the first week of August this year. And looking at the histogram of the net foreign here, MBT is experiencing a net, foreign funds are net sellers year to date. The 10 SMACD combo remains bullish. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 47.70 million pesos today. Risk level remains low, and let's find out if the ascent of the price above 70.60 is more than likely to continue. Looking at the momentum power indicator, I would say that our MPI is bullish for Metro Bank. On the other hand, the true market sentiment is neutral. I can sort of understand why it's that so, simply because the the price just broke above the previous resistance, and of course, what do you expect? Those who are trading Metro Bank would tend to eavesdrop with each other to get a good feel if the other traders are willing to buy MBT higher than its prevailing price. So they might wait for each other's next significant move. That's why I advise that if you happen to have Metro Bank for short-term trading purposes, and if your trailing stop is still intact, but you are planning to add more shares, I would suggest that you do it with caution within the dominant range. Yes, there's a technical buy signal for you to top up, because the 10 SMACD and the momentum power indicator are both bullish. But because of that neutral true market sentiment, I would suggest that you don't go all in, and be careful in your decision. It's all the more that you should pay attention on the price action of Metro Bank in the first half of trading on Monday, again for short-term trading purposes. That's why I'm advising you to monitor the price action closely on Monday. Now, if you are planning to enter a new position, make sure that you calculate your reward to risk ratio first. We have some calculators on our website. Go to resources, tools, and then you will find reward to risk ratio calculator. If you are satisfied with your triple R, then you can also position within the dominant range. Our evergreen strategy says that the ascent of the price is more than likely to continue. Just make sure that you know where your trailing stop is. Do an upward adjustment every time the price registers a higher one. I'm still bullish on Metro Bank. Next is DMC. It closed today at 9.10, support is at 8.15, resistance is near 9.7. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 88.6 million pesos. Finally, after several weeks of, not just weeks, but several months of experiencing a massive net foreign selling from the foreign investors. So looking at this, foreign funds are still net sellers on DMC year to date. Nonetheless, the 10 SMACD remains bullish. Risk level is still low. The momentum power indicator is also bullish for DMC. The true market sentiment, on the other hand, is bearish. Nonetheless, that's just the mood of the top 10 brokers for today's trading, knowing that it's a Friday and you know the usual mantra. Every Friday, it's a profit-taking day, most often than not. But nonetheless, the 10 SMACD and the momentum power indicator are both bullish. So if you have DMC and if your trailing stop is still intact but you would like to top up, you have a technical go signal to proceed with that plan. Do it within the dominant range. For those who are planning to enter a new position, as usual, calculate your reward to risk ratio. Unless and until you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio, do not do a test buy, do not position within the dominant range. So it's going to be a personal question that you need to ask on your own. Are you satisfied with your reward to risk ratio? I already gave you the calculator. All you have to do is put in the inputs, input the numbers, and then check. By the way, I have optimized the reward to risk ratio calculator today. I already included an interpretation so that you will understand clearly what does the reward to risk ratio output mean. Okay. Still, I am bullish on DMC. Next, Pure Gold. It closed today at 41.3, support is at 37.55, resistance is near 41.9. It's now drawing closer to the immediate resistance. The 10 MACD is bullish. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 51 million pesos. Risk level is low, and the momentum power indicator is also bullish for Pure Gold. And majority of today's volume was registered at the intraday high of 41.3, FYI. The true market sentiment, on the other hand, is bearish, probably because the price is already drawing closer to the immediate resistance, and psychologically speaking, that could mean a profit taking at that level. That's why you should be on top of your trailing stop. Okay, especially if you would like to engage into short-term trading. Really, this type of trading will demand lots of monitoring time from you. Even though we already have a stop limit feature on First MetroSec Pro, you still have to spend some time monitoring your portfolio because the trailing stop limit is uh, subject to the availability of demand. Even though your trailing stop, uh, let's say your trailing stop got hit, it doesn't mean that someone will automatically be willing to buy uh, at the price that you would like to sell. Of course, it's still subject for the availability of traders who would like to transact with you. Okay, it's subject for availability. So nonetheless, I'm still bullish on Pure Gold because the ascent of the price is still more than likely to continue. Just make sure that your eyes are on your trailing stop. And if you are planning to enter a new position, I think it's better for you to wait for a breakout above 41.9 for you to get a more attractive reward to risk ratio. But I leave the decision to you because, sometimes different folks, different strokes. What's not satisfactory to me could be satisfactory to you. So it's really a personal decision when it comes to answering the question, are you satisfied with your reward to risk ratio? Okay, next, CNPF. It closed today at 16 pesos per share. Support is at 15.5. Yes, it broke above that previous resistance, making that level as its immediate support. The new immediate resistance is at 16.5. Foreign investors registered an outstanding net foreign buying worth 43.86 million pesos. That's the highest one-day net foreign buying since when? Since October 12, 2018. The 10 MACD combo is bullish, the risk level is also low, and the ascent of the price is more than likely to continue, not only because the momentum power indicator is bullish, but also because of what I'm reading on the DMI and ADX chart. So I am going to discuss DMI and ADX in lesson number 1 and 2 of my Evergreen Strategy video on demand version. And speaking of which, it's on our website already. The details are on the online seminar menu on our website, or simply visit www.equalist.com/evergreen, one word, evergreen. Alright, so the momentum power indicator of CNPF, like what I've already mentioned, is bullish. The true market sentiment is bearish on the other hand. But what's more important here is the bullishness of the 10 MACD and the momentum power indicator. If you have a position on CNPF, you have two options. It's either you hold your position, don't top up because of that bearish true market sentiment, or you top up because the 10 MACD and the MPI are both bullish. And if you are planning to enter a new position, the technical buy signals are already present. There's only one missing piece. Your answer to the question, are you satisfied with your reward risk ratio? Okay? So, but I'm bullish on CNPF. Next, ALLHC. It closed today at 3.77. Support is at 3.35. Resistance is near 4.30. 4.30. And the 10 SMACD is bullish. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 12,000 pesos only for today. Risk level is low, and the momentum power indicator is also bullish for ALLHC. On the other hand, the true market sentiment remains neutral. So, but as far as the presence of our technical buy signals is concerned, you can still top up within the dominant range if you would like to. And if you're planning to enter a new position, by judging this chart graphically speaking, I would say that the last price is still closer to the immediate support than the immediate resistance, and that means a better reward, uh, a bigger reward than the potential risk. But at the end of the day, you have to be the judge in terms of answering the question, are you already satisfied with this reward to risk ratio of ALLHC? If you are, then you can position within the dominant range. It's still bullish for ALLHC. Next is Meralco. It closed today at 360.6. Support is at 355, near 355, while the immediate resistance is near 374. Okay, 374.2 as a precursor to 389, followed by 399 or 398. Nonetheless, the 10 SMACD combo is already bearish. Look at that red towering last volume bar. Look at that. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 3.3 million pesos, only very small compared to their participation on other index companies. Risk level is low. Not because the risk level is low, it doesn't mean you should average down. No, we don't subscribe to the idea of buying the dips just so you can average down. No, we average down, we buy the dips if there's something worthy to be bought, if there's something worthy to be averaged down. Okay? The momentum power indicator for Meralco is bearish. The true market sentiment is also bearish. It's now more than likely for the price to retest the support at 355.65. So wait some more. Don't rush. And if you happen to have a position on Meralco, make sure that your trailing stop is still intact if you would like to hold your position. Otherwise, why are you still holding your position if your trailing stop is already moving above the current price of Meralco? Make sense? Now, if you're planning to enter a new position, don't hurry. There are no buy signals yet on Meralco. Wait on Monday. And by the way, let me make this clear. Whenever I say there's no buy signal, that means that assessment is valid today only. Not necessarily the entire day today, but as of the time indicated in my reporting, as of this very moment. It's after the trading hours already. So on Monday, if you see any significant movement on the price and volume of any stock, I would suggest that you request for the stock's latest trade and volume distribution and true market sentiment, and of course with our analysis in our private clients forum, so that we can tell you if the previous trading days recommendation and insights are still the exact same recommendations and insights at that very moment. So that's the purpose of the private clients forum. I have to, you know, emphasize this one, although it sounds self-explanatory for some of you, but for some, I have to, re-emphasize this one. Okay, so I'm still bearish on Meralco. It's still more than likely for the descent of the price to continue. Next is DNL. DNL closed today at 8.30. Support is unfortunately at 7.78 or 7.8, which is in confluence with a 61.8% extension of the down Fibonacci. Resistance is near 8.8. It's at 8.8. Foreign investors registered in net foreign selling worth 15.4 million pesos. The 10 SMACD is bearish. Risk level is low. The momentum power indicator is also slow because of that red candlestick and because the last price is lower than the VWAP. Not so much about the position of the dominant range relative to the immediate intraday high and the intraday low. It's more about the red candlestick, the red volume bar, and the a lower last price than the VWAP. The true market sentiment is neutral today for DNL. This is still bearish, and I hope none of you have DNL in their portfolio. Don't enter a no position. There are no top up, no test buy signals for DNL. I'm still bearish. Next is BDO. It closed today at 145.6. Support is near 137.4. Resistance is near 154. The 10 SMACD combo is bearish. Foreign investors registered in net foreign selling worth 29.4 million pesos. Risk level is low. And the momentum power indicator is also, let's see, well, it's bearish because of that red candlestick. The true market sentiment is neutral. Now, if you have a position on BDO and if your trailing stop is still not hit, I suggest that you hold your position. Don't buy, don't average down, don't buy more shares yet. Wait some more. Wait for the momentum power indicator to become bullish. And if you can't wait for our update in our long-term investment guide in the investors table or tab, then post an advance request in BDO's dedicated thread in our private clients forum. It's inside the long-term investing section of the private clients forum. All right, if you can't wait for our update, regular update every trading day for the investors table, then post an advance request for BDO's latest chart and analysis in our private clients forum. But at this point, don't enter a new position, don't top up yet on BDO. Next, JFC, Jollibee. It closed today at 230 pesos per share. Support is at 217.6. Resistance is near 242. You can say 220 versus 240. It's up to you. Okay? So now foreign investors registered a net foreign. Wow. It's just a foreign buying less than 500,000 pesos. That's a very slim foreign participation today. The 10 SMACD combo it's already bearish. Risk level is low, and the momentum power indicator is also bearish. The true market sentiment is neutral, so there's no telling. There's no strong buy signal for me to say that JFC is more than likely to pierce to break above 242 to 242 pesos per share. As of the moment, what's more than likely to happen is a retest of the support near 217 to 220 pesos per share. For one, the momentum power indicator is bearish, the 10 SMACD is also bearish. So, you know the drill, I'm bearish on JFC. So don't top up. If you have it, don't top up. Hold your position. Let's see the volume. Yeah, just hold your position. Don't panic. I think there's no need for you to reduce the percentage of risk applied in the formula of your trading stop. Just hold your position if you have it. If something significant happens on Monday, whether in favor of the bears and the bulls, ask for our latest analysis so we can tell you if the buy signals are already alive, so to speak. But at this point, don't enter a new position. Don't top up. Next, KPPI. I think this is the last stock in today's video. Yeah, it is. So KPPI closed today at 11.70, support is at 8.7, resistance is near 13.15. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 166,000 pesos only. It's very slim. Ignore that. The 10 MACD is bearish, and the momentum power indicator is also bearish for KPPI. The true market sentiment of KPPI is also neutral. So it's more than likely for KPPI to just trade the range between 8.7 to 13.15. It's better for you to wait for a pullback closer to the immediate support before you reassess for a chance to enter a new position. But at this point, like what I've mentioned several times in the previous videos, I am personally not interested trading the range. I am only interested in trading stocks that are already in a trend or are poised to enter a trend. That is not KPPI because it's not trending, it's only ranging. Alright? But to each his own. To each his own. It depends on what kind of strategy style you'd like to have. Uh, what's important is that we all agree here. Well, I hope you agree because you subscribe. You paid for this service. I hope you agree that we agree in following the evergreen strategy. I think that rhymes, huh? You agree with the evergreen strategy. All right, so I'm bearish on KPPI at this point. Let's see on Monday. It's not the end of the world for KPPI. So there you go for today's daily video for short-term trading purposes. If you have some follow-up questions, you may ask inside this thread. And if you don't know how to post in the forum, please read the quick start guide. And by the way, the VOD, the video on demand version of the evergreen strategy will be available on Monday. Everyone who has purchased their access to the evergreen strategy VOD will have access to their video, to your videos on Monday. So here. So to those of you who have not purchased their access yet, I encourage you to read everything on this page. equilis.com/evergreen or simply click on online seminar. Read everything from top to bottom so you will have a crystal clear understanding on how this can help you. Alright? So, again, my name is JC De Guzman. Have a restful weekend. Remember, stay and always be evergreen. Bye for now.